What's going on, guys, and welcome to Pokemon Arcade's first episode of Pokemon Shield, not Sword, Shield. To answer your question at the very start of this video, my name is Jordan. Welcome to the Pokemon Arcade channel. We obviously do a lot of Pokemon. I'm assuming there's new people here, that's why I'm going to introduce myself that way. And in case you're wondering, our second most important question, who is my starter in this playthrough going to be? Well, it's our boy. Best boy. Sobble. Glad to have you on the team, buddy. Alright, Sobble's just gonna kind of chill. Right here. Right here. There he goes. There we go. Cool. We're gonna keep Sobble there for a little while and see how it goes. Without further ado, let's hop right in to the game. So guys, not only is this the first episode of Pokemon Shield, this is also the first episode that I have done a solo series. It is the first episode that I have done since I've made some audio changes, since I've used the Nintendo Switch for content. It's going to be a really heckin' good time. And as you can see, I'm clearly this one. No, I'm this one. Over here. Yep. So I will be fully upfront with you guys as we jump into this brand new Pokemon game. I have played some of this game already. I got home last night from the release. Right now it is 9:45 a.m. on November 15th, the real release day of the game. I got home after that GameStop release and I played... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Is the A button different on the Pro Controller? I feel like it is, because I keep hitting the wrong button. I got home from GameStop last night and I played Sword for about an hour before I went to bed, because I'm also going to be making guides on this series using footage from this series and footage from playing Sword, so you guys can get a nice side-by-side experience, see what it looks like. In that playthrough, I have gone through basically all of the tutorial and I picked our boy Scorbunny. Sobble is actually my first choice. I do love Sobble and I want Sobble to be on the team for the majority of the time. But I chose... Sorry, making sure I'm not picking up the game audio in two places. I chose Sobble for my main playthrough, so I wanted to choose something different for the other part of the guides, and I felt like that'd be a good way to go. Welcome to the wonderful world of Pokemon. Our beloved Galar region is a wonderful place with thriving nature. He takes such long pauses. Beautiful cities and many Pokemon with which we share our lives. As you know, our society is able to thrive. In case you guys wondered what the elephant Pokemon, it is here. What the elephant Pokemon looks like. That's where I was going with that. It is here. He's cute. You know, this is actually a lot easier to hold this Sobble than I thought it was going to be, which is really nice. I really thought it was going to be a huge pain in the butt. Yes, Pokemon are all around us in the sea, in the sky, and even in our towns. Those of us who raise and train Pokemon do battle and compete. We call them Pokemon trainers. Gee, I wonder if we're going to be in stadiums for this one. In case you guys have been following the hype/anti-hype of this game, it is going to be based in a UK-based region. It is going to occur with a gym challenge circuit, as if we are a pro Pokemon trainer. We are going to have our rival, we're going to have champions, we're going to have, you know, your starters, your Pokemon, and everything. It's a really full-fledged Pokemon game, and I'm really excited about it. And it is, based on my first hour of experience, way better than all the critics gave it any trouble for. I know there's things about it that aren't perfect, but you know what? It's a good game. I like it. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing it, and I hope you're going to have a lot of fun here on the channel with me. If you've made it this far into my rambling in this opening Pokemon tutorial, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps the channel out, and I hope we can get some more people over here really soon so we can start doing more exciting stuff with more exciting people. I love getting to know new people. That's my favorite part of YouTube, if I'm being honest with you guys. Here is our first look at a Pokemon in this game, outside of the elephant Pokemon, but our first look at a Gigantamax Pokemon, which I can tell you from my experience, the first hour of the game is not going to teach us about, but that's okay. Wooloo, best boy. Real best. Where's his ears? Do you guys know where his ears are? He doesn't really have them. He always got a little thing in his tail. I didn't notice that he had a little blue end too. That's cute. In case you can't tell, my Sobble's a little bit like the, Ash's Pikachu from the anime. It doesn't like going back in the Pokeball. Here we are on our stellar, brand new Rotom, iPhone, Android combo with our friend Hop. You know, it makes perfect sense that Hop would get the fire starter because bunnies, you know, score bunny, Hop, score bunny, Hop, you know, makes sense. Epic Charizard pose. We're going to be seeing a lot of that Charizard pose. If you guys haven't watched any Sword and Shield content, which I'm sure you have already, thanks for coming to check mine out again, by the way. It is, the Charizard pose is a very common thing. We're going to see it very soon. Hop is heading out. We are going to meet up with Hop. We will meet the champion very soon, and the champion is going to bring us our wonderful starter Pokemon, and I'm very excited to get Sobble. It felt... I believe you have to leave to trigger this, but I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Here we go. The biggest bag in Pokemon history. It better have unlimited storage space. I don't know if it does yet, but oh my god, that thing is huge. Could you imagine the weight on your shoulders? How bad that is for your pack. Your local chiropractor definitely does not recommend. Cool. All right. In case you guys missed that little bit of dialogue that I did not read, this is our mom's old bag, so that's why she's attached to it. She's very excited about it. And as you can see, we have a nice cartoony map to look at as our town map. I think it looks really nice. I really enjoy it. And we will probably in episode 2 or 3 make it to the point where we can change clothes. I'm not a big fan of the whole ripped jeans style personally, but that's just me. But look at that hat. Look at that hat. It's giant. It is massive. Our mom probably knitted it for us. And here is our cheating rival. He's already got a Wooloo, and he does not give us one, despite the fact that there are 2 Wooloo right here. That Wooloo right there trying to bust through that gate, that could be our Wooloo. That's me. I'm trying to bust through all the monotony of everybody else's Pokemon videos with my Pokemon videos. And I really understand that Wooloo. I deeply identify with it. It is a good man, a good Pokemon, one of my best friends ever, to be caught. Really, I mean, it really is going to be one of the best Pokemon in the world. And as I said, it's kind of early, so I'm going to take a sip of my nice Sour Cherry G Fuel. Sorry for that ASMR sound. If you guys want to try G Fuel today, I don't have a code, but United Gamer does. And if you can't tell from my shirt, part of the United family. So code United for 10 to 30% off G Fuel. 30% off right now. One more drink. Whew. All right, let's go to Hop's house, guys. We are going to be making a very detailed playthrough. This is our general science guy at the start of every town talking about how awesome science is. We will be doing a very detailed playthrough talking to most people because I am going to be using the series to chop up for guides as well as you guys, already heard me talk about. So this is Hop's house right here, this big massive mansion looking thing. There's Hop's mom. She's making breakfast, it looks like, waiting at the toaster. Look at that clock over there in the upper left corner. It is the most empty clock I have ever seen in my life. I don't know how you tell time there. I mean, it's one thing whenever it has no hands. Wait, no, that's another thing. If I have those clocks with no hands, don't get it. It's one thing when they don't have numbers, because if they have hands, I can kind of tell what time is, roughly. Sort of. I'm not one of those people that can only read a digital clock, which is fine. If you can only read a digital clock, do not feel alienated. You have value in the world as well. That is not what I meant to imply. We are going to be going to Wedgehurst, the next town over, to pick up our boy Leon, the champion we just saw, who is going to bring our starter Pokemon. And Hop cannot wait for us anywhere. Can I go to Hop's room? I can. I didn't try this last time. Oh, look, it must be Hop's grandma. She keeps his room clean and tidy. Wow, this is clean and tidy. Look at that, look at that. That's how that man gets jacked. He works out. He's got some weights. Those look like 10s, maybe 15s. Honestly, he's probably not that much more jacked than me. I mean, I'm not jacked, but I can lift. That's what I'm going for. He's a big baseball fan. Let's check out Hop's room. Hop really likes Charizard, Machamp, and Gengar. That makes sense. I don't know why they all have red. Is that... No, I thought that was a picture of his brother on the wall. That would be a little weird to have a giant poster of your brother. Got all the Pokeballs. I can see the Dusk Ball in there. I can see the Dive Ball and the Net Ball. And I think that's a Premier Ball down there in the bottom right. All right, well, we are, excuse me, not finding anything up here. So I guess we're just going to... Oh my god, a Purloin! He's so cute. Oh, very short interaction. Oh my god, his grandpa! This is like the one thing I didn't check out very well in the sword playing I did last night. The sword play, that's funny. I was looking very hard for hidden items, talking to all the NPCs. Can I talk to the mailbox? No, it just tells me who it is. And trying to find things and learning things and experiencing this game and all it has in its beautiful wonder to offer. And it did not occur to me to look very closely at Hop's house. I was trying to get through the tutorial fast, and then I realized the tutorial was going to be long in this game. It's not quite as bad as Sun and Moon, which I also don't hate as much as everyone else, in case you're wondering. But it's not hand-holdy, but it is a little bit a long tutorial. But you can catch a lot of Pokemon, and it gives you the option to skip a lot of things, which it hasn't done in any Pokemon game ever, so I really, really appreciate that. This is honestly only my second Pokemon game, new Pokemon game that's, well, unless you count Let's Go. If you count Let's Go, this is my third new Pokemon game since getting back into Pokemon. I was born at a time where Red and Blue were very new. Red and Blue were my first games, and then I made it all the way through 3rd gen, and I never got 4th gen because I never got a DS when I was a kid. I had kind of moved on to the GameCube and the PlayStation and all that, and then just never upgraded my handhelds. So I never got a DS, so I never played from Gen 4 all the way up to Gen 6. And then Gen 7 one day, I was like, you know, I'm going to go buy a 2DS. 2DSs are cheap. I'm going to play this Sun and Moon game. We're going to see what's happening. And that's when I met my boy Phantump, our channel mascot, for now anyway, until Nintendo copyrights us. And then now I got Sobble. This little boy, you know, he's the best. I love him. I love how he's just going to chill. I wonder how many episodes. If you guys are watching this series all the way through or watching it in the future, make sure to go leave comments. Leave a comment on every video with your thoughts on the video, of course. Let me get to know you. Let me know what you think. Give me any advice, any length or anything like that. And also, keep a Sobble count. Figure out how long this Sobble sits here, because I just issued a challenge to myself, and I'm going to try to keep him there. Man, the polish of hearing his footsteps, people just complaining, man. I mean, I know it's like a blown up 3DS game, but I didn't play a lot of 3DS games, and I played it on a 2DS, so this looks really good to me. Heard loads about you. Okay, so looks like Hop talks about us all the time. That's a little interesting. Especially how much he loves his... I wonder if he talks to Leon about us like we talk to Leon. Like, he talks to us about Leon. Look at that Charizard. The Charizard's just like, can we go home? Why is he not flying? That's weird. Why did he take the train? Maybe Pokemon air traffic isn't legal in the Galar region. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I am probably going to have a little bit of a rambly commentary style. And I'm sure I will get much more into the game once we get past the tutorial. And even though this is technically day 1 for this game, I am very confident that you guys have seen this tutorial probably 10 times by now. I watched it a bunch of times yesterday. You've got all the people playing the Australian release. You had the Japanese release. You've had the leaks. You've had all that stuff. And to be honest with you, I haven't really seen any Pokemon in the game that were not revealed. So I am probably not going to react that much different than I did before. But here we go. It is time to get our starters. We got the Grookey boy, the Grookey gang, the Score Bunny Circle, and the Sobble Squad. As you know who we are. But I love this opening animation. I love that it captures all of their character. I love that it shows us a little bit about... I mean, obviously we know what types they are. That's the color schemes, right? But he looks so cute running in a circle. Sobble is so cute, and he's not always crying, poor little guy. He's emotional. They made him all sad in his little puppet, too. It's very sad. And then we've got, you know, they even hint at the typings, right? Because it's the water gets the fire, the grass gets the water, and it's just subtle little polish that people don't give this game credit for yet, and I think they should. I don't think anybody's like paid that much attention to it. I'm probably putting a lot more into it than maybe even Nintendo did, but I like to think that they really thought about it. Sobble buddy, your tail really helps me hold on to you. I really appreciate that. I wish my oh, I have an idea. I have an even better idea. Let's move that back. No, that's not gonna work. We tried. We phoned it in for our boy. He tried. He tried to sit on the armrest, but it just didn't work for him. All right, pick first. I've already got Wooloo. Yeah, you Wooloo mother. All right, here is our boy. He's so cute. Look at his little hands. I love his little hands. It adapts to anything as surely as water flows. Are you going with the water type Pokemon Sobble? Yes, we are. Look how happy he is. He's so cute. Oh my god, I love him. Okay, I really should have thought about what to name him. All this time, and I don't think I know what to name him. Well guys, he is a chameleon, not a gecko. But you know we gotta do it to him. Alright, we got Geico, we here got insurance, our playthrough is covered, we got full coverage in this, we got uninsured driver's insurance, we got accidental life, it's all sorts of crazy stuff. And for all you people out there who don't pay for insurance, all you kids or teenagers or anybody, or just people on their parents' insurance like I was until like 2 years ago, don't worry about understanding that joke. It was not my best. Alright. Looks like Scorbunny and Wooloo are going to get along okay, which is funny because Scorbunny looks like he could whoop that Wooloo. You know, oh, look at little sad Grookey. Look at him. He's going to go with our big boy here. Looks like he's sponsored by a record company. There's like a record on the background. You know, everybody's looking at those like their sponsorships. I wonder if they're like badges. I wonder if you, I haven't gotten to a gym in Sword yet. I'm wondering if you get a cape and you can, like put the stickers on like their badges. Then you win. Hop, my man, you love food. You got like 70 hot dog looking things on there. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's nice music. I like that. I really like that. I love all the updated Pokemon, like classic music. It's a little weird because it's not Gen 1. It's not a remake or anything. But I love it because I am a Gen 1 baby. You know, your traditional Pokemon Center sounds, your route sounds, all that stuff sounds so good. Hop is like, no, don't look at my rival. I'm gonna be the one to beat you. Despite the fact that I'm like kind of self-aware that this is a Pokemon game and I can't win. Alright, here we go. Our first battle with our boy. So in this game, you start off with your traditional rival battle, but there's a little bit of a difference in it, in that Hop here is a cheater and he has two Pokeballs. Two Pokemon already. Oh, this music. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, the music's gonna be so good in this game. So he does have the Wooloo, and in this game he always starts with the Wooloo, and I'm pretty sure that the starter stats make it such that you are always gonna win against the Wooloo unless you like purposely throw, and then you'll level up and get your elemental move and be able to take out the fire type. Well, in this case fire type, but you know, the opposite typing that your rival will have. Also, the other thing I've noticed is that it seems like maybe you get a guaranteed crit every time. I feel like I see crits all the time in this battle from everybody, not just me. Look at those trees moving in the background. That's beautiful. It's a little weird that the flower pots aren't moving, but the windmill looks really nice too. Yo, we actually might lose this fight. This is a lot closer than anything I've seen. And it's a lot closer than my Scorbunny, the Grookey and Wooloo fight was last night. But there we go. Geico is leveling up. We now have better coverage. We're getting those group discounts, that long-term insurer discount. And we have got Water Gun. That's perfect. I don't know that Geico will actually insure guns, but I don't know that I want to find out either. But it's okay. It's okay. Well, technically he is Geico. He's not insuring anything. He's insuring us. Alright, use that water gun. Let's see how much it does. Is it half? Holy cow, was that a crit? No, whoa, we wrecked him. He got absolutely destroyed. Yeah, kick me all you want, you loser. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be that harsh. Hop's not a loser. He's cool, he's nice, and we do, in fact, get a second rival figure in this game that I have not yet met in any of my playthroughs, but I'm looking forward to meeting him because it's the long-awaited main rival that we have been wanting back for years. We got $400. I could really use that $400 right now. I think anybody could use $400 at any time, though, to be honest with you. Alright, guys. So now that we have our starters, we are really getting into the meat and potatoes of this tutorial. I kind of want to knock out the whole tutorial in one episode, but I'm definitely thinking not. And on that subject, we'll go ahead and talk about this. I am planning on this series being potentially double daily, definitely daily for at least a while, like a few weeks probably. This episode should go up in a few hours here on November 15th, probably get another one up today. And on the days where we've already got an upload, I might not upload again. You know, like I might not push it to be a... push it to be 3 uploads a day just because the channel's smaller. I mean, you know, we're on the road to 100 subs. Woo! And that's sort of my thoughts on it, but definitely daily, probably double daily when there's not another upload. But once we start getting into the guides, those are going to account for some uploads as well. So don't get too far ahead. So there's this crashing noise, and as you can guess, it's probably that Wooloo making its way through that gate. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this opportunity to go a little bit longer in this episode and get through this cinematic that I'm sure you've also already seen as well, but we are going to go meet some legendaries. In this game, we're going to go meet Zamazenta, I believe. I'm pretty sure the shield one is Zamazenta, and the other one is Zacian. Man, those Butterfrees in the background look so good, guys. So good. Slumbering Weald. I've never heard that term before, but I'm sure it's a regular term. It seems like most people are really, really, really happy with the way the language is done in this game. Despite the fact that it was not people from the UK that did the UK accents. Oh, what's up, beautiful? There we go. We saved our boy. So we're going to see our first few Pokemon in here, and as we introduce them, we will also take the opportunity to talk about the length of the episodes, which is where I was heading a little bit ago. For our series, I'm thinking we're going to do 20 to 25 minute long episodes, maybe up to 30, but probably no longer, only because it is my first solo series, so I want you guys to be able to be entertained as I'm learning the commentary style of how this is going to work, as well as I just want to be able to make sure I get the episodes up and don't get burned out on my voice or anything like that. In case you guys have not noticed, I do have a little bit of a cough remaining. I got sick about a week ago, a week and a half at this point. I haven't shaken the cough yet. But I took some stuff. I have some lovely cough drops by Halls over here, and then I've got my G Fuel and I got water and everything. So we're gonna do our best. Oh, I thought we were running. I thought I broke the game. So I'm pretty sure these first few encounters are set. So we did get that Squovet. Let's come see if we get the Rookidee, the baby Corviknight, who will probably go on our team because I like Rookidee. Yep, it is a Rookidee. So that means if the next one is a Squovet, I'm pretty positive that these are set encounters, just to get us some experience. And honestly, I might run from them after this one. Holy cow, we one-shot him. That poor bird. We just drowned a bird. Another nice quality of life improvement in this is that you have the ability to skip the experience bar. You don't have to like watch it go up, which currently playing live on Uranium right now. Well, it's been a few weeks. I apologize for the sickness again. But currently playing Uranium live on the channel right now, and that experience bar grows so slow and you have to watch it, and it is absolutely terrible. And we did get a Squovet, so I am now 100% convinced that this game rigs these first few encounters for you. And I am going to go ahead and run from him because I don't want to get too strong and not be able to catch any Pokemon, because we're going to be doing a lot of catching on a decent amount of Pokeballs, but still I want to be able to do some damage. And I don't know how many of them are guaranteed, so look at him running off into the mist. This is like a horror movie gone wrong. I can't believe Game Freak did this to us. We are going to get murdered by Jason out here, and then we're going to wake up in a world where not only do we not have Pokemon, we also have real-life horror monsters. I'm telling you, it's going to be a plot twist. Game Freak is going to throw us off, and we're never going to see it coming. Well, I just saw it coming, but none of these other people are going to see it coming, and then they're going to regret it. They're going to wish they had listened to me. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Okay, Zamazenta, I see you. So in case you guys have not looked a whole lot at this game, the legendaries are not in their full forms right now in this cutscene in either of the games, but I've only seen Zacian, I guess, because I have not seen this one. And he looks different. He does look like a little bit more of a baby form of his actual thing. So we just have to attack him a couple times. We can't hit him, as you can see. He's like a little bit of a spirit, or he's projecting to us or something. I'm sure it's going to tie into the story, I just don't know how. I have managed to avoid like all story spoilers, so that's really nice. Geico use water gun again. And then he's gonna throw up some fog. Whoa, look at those eyes. His eyes like go all yellow. He's like, oh my god, it's like one of those memes. The first Pokemon to throw up fog must have been like, ah! Alright, here we go again. Using water gun. Maybe one more, or this might be the last one. You can vaguely see our little Finn moving around. He's a little ninja shark. He's falling again. He's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. Oh boy. So I believe we passed out, and then we're going to have to be saved by our favorite man, Leon. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful cinema. Look at that. It's like I'm watching a movie. It's 1080p. Oh, look at that clean green flannel we got on. I like that. I'd like that. Nintendo, can you get on sending me one of those? I'd really like that. I will totally cosplay as the Pokemon Sword and Shield protagonist. By the way, in case you guys are wondering and you made it to this point in the video, real quick, hit that like button again. It really helps out the channel. We're going to get a lot more people in here. We're going to be able to see the world, have the world see us, and be able to interact a lot more. And that's fun for you guys. That's fun for me. It means just it encourages me to put out even more content. But honestly, I'm just having a great time. Anyway, I'm going to PAX East 2020 in Boston, so I will be there if you guys want to meet up and say hello. I know I'm not famous or anything, but maybe there's somebody out there. I'm probably going to be trying to meet people. Probably going to be trying to meet people that I want to meet as well. Looks like he's basically praising us, but scolding us at the same time. It's very weird. Hop is surprisingly not scared of the legendary Pokemon that we just ran into. And now we are doing the thing. Slumbering Wheel, get strong enough, and maybe the two of us could get it revealed to us. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plot of the game there, Leon. Come on, man. All right. Boom, and now we are back. Go tell our mom that we're off to Wedgehurst. Yes, 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 we will go tell her. We're going to be leaving our hometown of Postwick. She doesn't move. She just stood there like that the whole time. He's so cute. He's so little. He's so like, I mean, I guess that's... Honestly, that's probably about right. I mean, like, look at his height compared to me. Look at him there. Look at him here, and look at him there. Probably about right. All right, buying yourself a little something at the Pokemon Center. Remember that Sobble will take good care of us. Wah! His cry is wah! That's just mean. I know he's a crybaby Pokemon, but come on. Well, alright guys, now that we're out here, let's take a quick look at our menu. Let's check our bag. We have some potions from our mom, some Pokeballs, an adventure guide, and a fishing rod. This is the earliest you ever get a fishing rod in a game. We have the save option. We have the town map on our Rotom phone. As you guys can tell, oh, there's like a deeper part of the Slumbering Wheel. That's definitely where we get the legendaries later. So here's Wedgehurst, and then there's Route 2, and then there's this part of Route 2, and then we can take a train up here into the wild area, I think? Meetup spot. And then we're going to be able to get into a much larger part of the game. Man, there's a lot. I hadn't really looked at this the best myself. Let's see how many routes there are. I heard a rumor there's only 10 routes. There are only 10 routes, so nuzlocking the game is going to be very difficult. As you can see on the map and right here, we have a reminder of our objective, which will be really good for when we come back next time, because we're going to change our options up to fast there. And I've heard a rumor that autosave is going to be very bad. For some reason, it's like corrupting people's save data. So we're going to save manually right here for episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Again, I am Jordan, and this is the Pokemon Arcade, and we will catch you guys back here next time for episode 2 when we continue our adventure in Pokemon Shield. Have a great week, everybody. Wow, I'm so used to saying that. Have a great day. Probably see you back here later. Peace.